So this is rather interesting, something that is completely based off an anonymous tip, so remember that. It's not confirmed, it's not 100%, it's based off an anonymous insider, so make that what you will. And Daily Caller is, as far as I can see, the original source of this. That's why I'm using Daily Caller, which again is a right-leaning site, so be sure to take that into account. But it seems that Twitter has dropped the Southern Poverty Law Center as a what do they call it? As part of the Trust and Safety Council, which basically means they no longer have influence when it comes to Twitter. Now, Southern Poverty Law Center has all kinds of influence when it comes to Amazon and certain organizations, and I think they're a lot of the reason that you see these big companies taking political steps is because of the SPLC's influence. Now, the SPLC, if you're not sure what it is, it's a pretty radically far-left organization, and I try not to be that person. I try not to come across as that person that's like, oh, everything I don't like is far left. But I genuinely mean that. Like, I don't do that. I don't say, like, oh, this is left-leaning or it's left of me, therefore it's radically far left. This is an actual far-left organization. This is an organization that has been sued, that has been attacked. They had to officially apologize to Majid Nawaz for labeling him as some kind of, like, anti-Islam dude, considering he is Muslim. So they're pretty much the people where, if you're a centrist or you're center-right, the SPLC is one of those organizations that are like, you're an alt-right troll or you're a white nationalist. They're the ones that just kind of paint everyone that doesn't agree with them as some extreme radical. So it's a bad organization. It's not an organization that we want having influence in companies like Twitter or Amazon and that. And it seems that, according to an anonymous report here, Twitter has quietly dropped them as influential. So I'm going to go through the article here. It's not like Twitter came out and said this. Again, this is an anonymous report. The SPLC is not a member of Twitter's Trust and Safety Council or a partner the company has worked with recently. A source within Twitter told the Daily Caller News Foundation on the condition of anonymity. The company listed the SPLC as a safety partner working to combat hateful conduct and harassment, according to a June 2018 Daily Caller News Foundation report. So that's interesting to see that they have now dropped this. Twitter also included the Trust and Safety Council, which provides input on our safety products, policies, and programs, the company's policy page noted at the time. Twitter's page no longer includes SPLC as a member, hoping to govern certain types of conduct. Facebook's involvement with the group was apparently more intimate. So that's the thing that's no longer listed on the site either. So that's another nice, like, hey, that's a good sign. But this is a good thing. This is a good thing because it seems like Media Matters, the SPLC, those organizations are the ones that, like, when it comes to politics, when it comes to whatever you believe, it seems to me that I really don't know. Like, I have my political positions, but those are open to being changed constantly. I'm constantly looking like, am I wrong about this? Maybe I should join this team. Like, maybe I should read more into this because I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. But when it comes to an organization like the SPLC, I know they're wrong. I know they're bad. I think anyone that isn't, like, legitimately far left can look at that organization and see problems with it. Again, just go on their sites and look at the people they describe as hateful and far right and radical, and I mean, they're pretty much the worst. Like, if you're someone on the left or the right and you're afraid of what's happening on the far left, or you're afraid what the left wing has become, that they're the ones spearheading that. So they're not necessarily spearheading it, but leading the charge. They're one of those. But yeah, so this is overall a good thing. I just wanted to point this out and point out and give a bit more to the story on, like, it's based off an anonymous source, but it's not listed by the company anymore. So this is rather interesting. And SPLC, like, what you want to do is make sure, like, you don't want them to have power. This is something I just learned today from this article. Amazon granted the SPLC board policing power over the Amazon Smile charitable program. So if you don't know, Amazon Smile isn't, I think, I actually have a Google Chrome extension that makes sure that whenever I go to Amazon, it automatically redirects to smile.amazon.com. That basically means whenever you buy something, like, it's something like 0.5% or a very tiny amount, but a very small percentage of that will go to a charity, and you get to choose the charity that you want. And with the I make sure to pick, I actually pick the Ludwig von Mises Institute because they do good work, and it's something like, I don't buy that much on Amazon, and it's something like, I think I've given like $1.46 total, so it is a small amount, but it's still, like, it's one of those little bit things, like, might as well, $1.46 after doing absolutely nothing except clicking a few buttons. I think that's kind of worth it. But we're seeing that, like, the SPLC has power over policing that. They can look at this organization and they can go through and say, which I'm actually surprised the Mises Institute is considered there if SPLC has power. They're the ones that look through and they say, well, if I don't like this organization, and then they get to remove it. So this is something to keep in mind, that SPLC has power here, but they no longer power over Twitter. So it's a good thing. I think this is a very good thing. This is something to keep in mind with the other organizations as well. Make sure you look and see, is it in fact that the SPLC is behind this stuff? Because when I see Amazon like removing certain books and being biased politically, taking a book that isn't that radical and while keeping even more radical books on, as we've seen with Tommy Robinson's book being taken down, but they keep like Mein Kampf and that on there, which I'm not advocating they take that down. I'm just saying, why are they being unfair like this? I don't think it's like people at Amazon that are like, yeah, we're gonna do this. I don't think it's like Amazon as a company doing this. I think it's influence from the SPLC and these kind of organizations that are able to really like wield influence with these companies, and these companies use them as an advisor. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give a bit more information to this because I've seen people sharing it around, and you know how people only read headlines. Hopefully this will give you a bit more information. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And thanks for watching.